But it's fascinating to see how fascinated people are with it.
It's way cool. It's not expensive. Do it yourself. My name is Sterling Johnson. I call myself the Bubble Smith. There are some people who call themselves the Bubble Artist or the Bubble Guy, and somehow Bubble Smith seems like it's a workmanly-like name that sort of intrigues me. Hold on. Yes, what?
Can we get inside of a bubble?
No, I'm sorry, not today. Thanks.
Awesome.
Can you move back a little bit?
Awesome.
My day job is as a lawyer, and I don't get to play like this as a lawyer.
I love the bubbles!
I think that play is really important stuff. It's important stuff for kids, but it's important for adults, and bubbles seems to be a way that we let ourselves play. For one thing, I think that children learn that bubbles are the one thing they get to destroy.
Try pop one.
And they are unlike anything else. They're a little like balloons, but they are mostly unlike all the rest of the stuff in our lives. And so I think they are a natural plaything for kids, and they become a portal for play for adults, in part because I think when adults are around bubbles, they remember what it's like to be a kid, and they decide that it's all right to let themselves feel that way again. It's a pretty powerful thing. When you find out that this stuff is all sort of self-invented, it encourages kids to try things for themselves, to experience what it's like to experiment and to try new things and to be playful. Whether kids are planning on being scientists or not, the ability to observe and to really watch and see what you're seeing carefully, I think is a really useful quality. One thing that's really nice is to really observe a bubble from the beginning of its life to the end, which isn't very long. It's sort of like all of us. We all have a short time here. And by really focusing, there's a way of being, the Buddhists would call it mindful. And I think that that's a useful thing.
We saw one that was bigger longer than our birthday tables together.
When I made my first really big bubble, it was quite stunning for me. I just, I didn't know what I expected, but they still stun me. I'm still surprised when I see bubbles of this size. It's way cool. It's fun to have an audience, and it's fun to have people who enjoy it. And particularly to let people see something they've never seen before. They've seen bubbles, they know how wonderful bubbles are, but to see them in a new context, when they're being done big or they're being done just with hands, is usually a kind of revelation to people. And when they get to that oh wow place, I think something wonderful happens. I'm working with a mix of Dawn dishwashing detergent, Mr. Bubbles, which is children's bubble stuff that has the wand in it, a little bit of glycerin and lots of water, and that seems to do pretty well out here. It's not expensive. It's only a matter of gathering together what you need and being willing to experiment a little bit to find out what works and what doesn't work. The other thing you need is some equipment to make them, and the equipment I'm using are 2 long poles and a big loop of string. In this case, it's yarn of bamboo that's been twisted together into a 3-strand thin rope, and that's being used to hold the bubble solution and release it up into the air. The detergent, Mr. Bubbles, and glycerin are all things that are available out there. But in terms of stuff in your house, long poles, you could make this out of almost anything you could think of. And the strings, using 100% cotton string, you can get at Ace Hardware or butcher's string that you buy at Sur La Table or other high-end cooking place is really good stuff. And those would be good places to start. Do it yourself. Don't throw stuff at them. Thank you. Convincing kids not to pop the bubbles is a tough thing. Okay to pop the small ones, please let the big ones go. Thank you.
We shouldn't pop the big ones. But it would be a better show then. Yes.
It's okay to pop the small ones, let's let the big ones go, okay? Thanks. Hey guys, how about if you pop the little ones and let the big ones live? Don't pop the big ones, you can pop the little ones, okay? Thanks. Common problem.
We're all science teachers from Ohio, so
cool.
we immediately were drawn to you.
Well, yes, we're science teachers, so we were like interested in the bubbles. All about bonds and chemistry.
So the film is amazingly thin, just a few millionths of an inch. It's down at the wavelength of light. And light hits the front side of the film, bounces to your eye, then hits the back side a couple millionths of an inch behind it. And if the thickness is just right for a particular color, a particular wavelength, the waves from the front and the back surface will be in sync. They'll reinforce each other and you'll see that color as brighter, and therefore your eye registers it as red or blue or whatever the color is. And so when you see colors swirling, what you're really seeing is the thickness of the bubble changing.
Well, for me, I have never seen it before, and I think the colors are absolutely unbelievable. Look at that blue one with a red rim. There's a purple one with a yellow rim, and it's unbelievable. And it's fascinating to see how fascinated people are with it, like myself. I'm not even watching our kids. They're going to disappear in China pretty soon. Well, the colors are just magnificent. I've never seen. And then there'll be one that has no color at all. And the kids are having a ball, jumping their heads off. As high as they can jump. Oh, goodness. Well, yeah, we play. We're playing at the beach. Except we're sitting playing at the beach. You don't have to be running to play at the beach.